Hello and welcome to the final scenario, finally, of the Dunwich Legacy, the Lost in Time and Space. And this is the first time I'm playing through this, so you will be reading all the stuff. I remember it being around page 24. First of all, upgrades, not much. I upgraded a truth from fiction, so this always plays a secret. The other one demanded that there were clues. This just get the bonus if there's clues. So in with that. And I upgraded a stand together to get 2 cards and 2 resources to both of us when played. So it could be nice. Let's draw our hands. 7 cards here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Let's not take this. Let's not take him. Let's not take this. Let's not take that. Let's also drop this. 1. You're out. 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have removed this, but well, it's just that card now. And for Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes out, this goes out, this goes out. Well, no money, but this is good. This goes out as a tarot card. And for the final time. So let's read what's going on now. Passing through the gate is unlike anything you ever experienced. You feel your body twisting and distorting, churning through realities as the gate pulls you into its ultimate destination, a place beyond the scope of human imagination. Suddenly all is quiet, and the chaos of the journey is replaced with a sense of solitude and dread. You are in an unfathomable place, vast beyond your ability to reason and utterly alien besides. The landscape is surreal and strange, the architecture impossible, and so far from home that home has become a threadbare dream. You can barely recall. Even should you find your way out of this awful place, you may never be the same again. So what do? We gather all the cards. We put this guy into play, and that's where we start. We set cards aside, they're out here, and then we shuffle the remaining. And this scenario includes several single-side locations that are shuffled into the encounter deck along with the rest of the gathered encounter sets. These locations have a reveal side and have a revelation effect that puts them into play when drawn. When put into play, a single-side location is put into play with its reveal side face up, because there is no unrevealed side. Otherwise, they function the same. And nothing there. We're here in another dimension. You gape in disbelief at the swirling colors and alien angles surrounding you. This is true madness. Forced when a location leaves play, move the investigator to another dimension. Cannot be cancelled. So if anything leaves play, we are getting sucked back to this place. All is one. Pathways of sound and color extend for an eternity in all directions, dotted with impossible architecture and overgrown with alien wildlife. The lines between objects are jagged and shifting, and your skin feels as if it were inside out. If we are moved to a location by an encounter card, we take 1 horror. Somehow you must find your way across this alien landscape in order to find the nexus that was described in the old Wade's tome. We can take an action to discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability. The skull is -1 for each extra dimensional location. This is an otherworld. The cultist, if revealed on a token, if we fail after the skill test, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a location is discarded. Put that location into play and move there. That will cost a horror. We don't have a tablet, and the last one is X is the shroud value of the location. If you fail and your location is extra-dimensional, discard it. Okay. And we have a backup here from last. So let's do a setup. think we will start out by. I think we'll start out by playing Luca for 4. And gain 1 here. And then I think what we have to do is we can play this. And then we can get 3 resources to play the brand next turn. Here we're also going to be setting up. I do want Alyssa out. So let's play Alyssa, gain a resource, and play the Necronomicon. We have the back, so we can hold a lot of tomes. Let's forward. We'll add a Doom. We'll upkeep. This is just going to take up a hand. Oh. Upkeep. Then, yeah, well, I did put the Doom on and before I upkept. So let's grab here. If you are at an discard and otherwise take 2 damage. Ouch. That's bad, and we can't do anything about it. We have to take 2 horror. We're not going to put Doom on anything right now. So we will play the brand. That's 1 action. Then let's spend an action to do this. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. 1. That's not a location. Let's check what it does. Discard card from the encounter deck until the location is discarded. Resolve that. Okay. We discard a Yethian. And we discard another Yethian. Okay. Let's do it again. One, 2, 3. It's not a location either. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's no locations as far as I can see. Well, we're basically doing the same here. So for 1 action, we discard 3 more. We get 1 here. Search. It's put here into place at the end of your round. Either discard or place 1 Doom on it. So we use 1 action to go in here to the rift, and then we will investigate at a 6, at a 7 to 1. And this, let's copy this down here. That's just a -1. So we can grab this. So we'll go to the upkeep. And the upkeep. Great, we are set up over here. We will add a Doom. Grab a card. Well, I don't know. I still don't know if this is a story asset. I believe it is a story asset, but I have to check that later. So that means it has to be here. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 hover for us. And over here, it's a location. Put it into play, then draw the topmost ticket card in the encounter discard pile. Well, actually, at the end of the round, after the discard pile, this would have been gone. She should have taken a horror move for being moved. We search for the topmost hex. It's this. So we have to discard something here. Let's discard this. 1, 2. Sad. That is sad. How many do we need? We need 4. We have 1. So it's us. And this has what? 2? Let's let him deal with this. So let's play this encyclopedia. Use her power to give him +2 to investigate, so he's at 5. Should be fine. And then we'll grab ourselves 2 resources from using the Necronomicon. And draw a card. Put that into play. Then it's us. We'll take a step over here. That's 1 action. We're at a 5-2. That's a success. At a 5-2. That's a success. So we rip these 2 clues from here. And we walk back for a 4th action. And we're not added, so we can just ignore it. We don't have to shuffle it back. No enemies, we'll do the upkeep. We'll add a Doom, we're 3. We'll draw a card. It's an arcane barrier, which is annoying. And we have to deal with this. We're at a 4. We'll just discard 5 cards here. 5. Not much to do. So who can break this barrier? It's probably easiest with Anderson. So let's use, first of all, we have to discard a card here. We can't discard the weakness. So I wouldn't have discarded that. We will use this to give him +2 to his head stat. Then we will discard 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. We get a location. So this is connected to these. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so it is connected here. What does it say? Lose 2 resources. Where's 2 resources? After we leave it, we place 1 Doom or discard it. We're going to discard this. We are playing the knife. And then we have to spend 1 here to discard. There's a location here. There's nothing here. So when we get the last clue, this is also discarded. Let's try to move over here. We do a head test and we're at 6 to 4. So that's a success. So we can chip this stupid thing off. I hate it. And here, going over here. We investigate. That's a 2 to 2. Let's do it again. That is a lot. This is not forced, right? Nope. Let's upkeep. Let's upkeep. That is good. We can use him. We'll add a Doom. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, then discard cards from the top until a location is discarded. The lead investigator resolves the location of that. If we fail to save the student, but we did save the students. So shuffle until we get a location. Oh, this is search, and we forgot that the other time. It's also empty. So I guess we have to. Guess we have to get one more. It's annoying. This has to go. 1, 2, 3. No knives. Okay. We draw cards. Can we block this? Nope. Any extra dimensional location. Let's spawn it out here. It's coming home. Okay, let's proceed. Let's push this. A light shimmers in the distance and you head towards it to investigate. The whispery light drifts away from you, floating through the realm. Strange gateways ascending, looping staircases and crossing through barriers you dared not cross earlier. With a little chance of finding the nexus on your own. You follow the light, hoping it's guiding you to the right direction. Put the edge of the universe into play. If we enter the edge of the universe, we advance. Do we have anything this is connected to? It's a moon. So we have here. Make sure we have a way in. So I think we might have to run for it. Good, we kept this in play. So let's say 1, 2, 3. Sorry, we can't go in. I should have read it. We need 2 clues to get in there. we'd have to spend those. So we should probably, let's see. We don't have it. We shouldn't draw too much. Let's move in here. Let's investigate. That's minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are at 6. So that's a 2. So that's enough. Let's do it again. It's a minus 4, which is a 2 to 2. Discard this. We moved in here. We have to take the horror. And now we have to prepare for this coming down here. Okay. Let's just we need to protect ourselves from that. So let's get 2 resources and place Evil on. And then just grab 1 resource. We will. So enemy face this one. It's a hunter. I think this spawned last time, so it will come down to us. It will go here. We got him to deal with this. Oh, and then we get his card. We are not an extra dimensional location. We're in the middle, so we take 2 damage. Okay. So we can upkeep. We can upkeep. We can add a doom to this. We can grab this. We are discarding our events. Get this. Is it connected to the moon? No, it's connected to that. Okay. Let's have her go first. 1, 2. We had the clues here. We entered the edge of the universe. You reach an impossible, dense, pitch-black void and realize that this is the place where all of reality, all that is and all that ever will be, ends. In the center, you see a minuscule rift suspended just out of reach. When you peer through the tear, you are surprised to see the peak of Sentinel Hill. Somehow you reach the other side of the rift. Now you must find a way to close it for good. That it doesn't cost us anything. Yeah, So we are still... Well, we haven't... There's enough clues here, right? We have 2 already and we need 6. Yeah. So we move. Let's do a clue grab. What is the difficulty out here? It's 2. And we're at 6. We're at 7. We succeed. We're not drawing any card. I don't know if it's obligatory to draw the cards, but I'm not drawing it. I refuse to. Grab 2 of these clues. And then we have to hit this thing. We're at a 6, 2, 4. So we hit it once, deal 2 damage. We hit it again. That's a fail. We hit it again. It's a success. We can... There's a beat cup. So we can send this off to the discard pile. Oh. Yes, everyone has 2 of these. We have 1 action left. I think this should have a doom on it. And this should probably also have a doom on it. Yeah, so this should have been discarded back then. We have 1 more action. We'll play the knife. No enemies, so we can upkeep. We get an Economicon. So it must take the place of this. Actually, this is better in all ways. We'll upkeep over here. Get a hot streak. Way too late. We'll add a doom. This will be discarded at the end of the round. We get our bad cards. Let's discard events. We get another rift here. We have Surge. We get this. Beyond the Veil. I think these locations should remember. They have different... no, they're all the same. Don't really know how they work. Maybe we don't need them. Because now she's going to do True Understanding here at 6. But actually will be at 8. We succeed. Grab 2 clues. So let's spend the clues. You are utterly exhausted with no idea as what can be done to close the rift. It is too distant to touch, and nothing you do has any effect. There's nothing here to guide you apart from the unearthly word that are seeping into your mind. Just then you hear a familiar voice within the echoing chorus and feel yourself compelled to repeat it. Claude Ostium, you whisper at the first. Claude Ostium, you whisper at first. The words on the tip of your tongue. You close your eyes to concentrate, and the echoes grows louder. When it ends, you open your eyes and you face nothing but an inky abyss, and the tear has vanished. Remove the edge of the universe from the game. Put the set aside tear through time location into play. So when Where location is placed, we have to move over here. And this is gone. He will take a horror. No. He will take a horror. And then we have a tear through time. It's a moon. We can't go through this again. So let's have first say 1, 2. So we can spend 2 clues to resign. You find a new path and hope it leads to safety. So let's grab a clue. It's 2 and we're at 5, so that's enough. And we'll have him come down here. We are at there's 2 actions. 3 to 2. 3 to 2. That's not enough. We upkeep. We upkeep. And the rest of these, this has to be discarded at the end of the round. And these 2 only react if we're on them. We add a Doom. We get an Arcane Barrier, which probably isn't a problem. And this is 8, this is Otherworld, so 2 damage. That's it. So she has to get 1 clue. That's easy enough. And then we'll use her ability to give him +2 book. And then we'll resign. So we do this at 5 to 2. That's a success. That's -1, 2. So that's 3 to 2. So that's a success. I don't know where the other one went. So we can resign. So we resigned. Before resolving the solution, if at least one investigator was defeated, they weren't. What is this? If they resign, we advance. You discover a path that looks somewhat familiar and follow it. Even though your task is complete, you now understand that it is that in closing the tear, you may never make it home. The fear of being lost here forever spurs you onward. To the archway leading into an overgrown corridor, a damp wooden door leads you into a pocket of thin rain and dark sky. Cement turns into gravel, then marble, then steel, then grass. You cross impossible long meadows and make your way through dense woods before fatigue finally sets in. Drained of all energy, you cannot go any further. Your body gives out. And we get R1. Lying on your back in a patch of wet grass, you find yourself staring longingly into the night sky. Somehow you are once again atop Sentinel Hill. Unable to recall exactly how you got here, you are mesmerized by the night sky. Seconds become minutes and minutes become hours. Eventually you are found and lifted to your feet by a group of Dunwich citizens. What happened? What are you doing here? They ask you, frightened but curious. You can't seem to find the right words to describe the events that occurred beyond the gate, if they ever truly occurred. There doesn't appear to be any trace of said bishop or of the creatures you fought earlier, of the phantasmal and otherworldly gate. But every time you sleep, you dream, and when you dream, it all comes rushing back. We close the tear in reality. We gain a lot of trauma. We get some victory, which doesn't matter, and we win. Oh, I don't know how much I cheated because I have such a bad memory, but you can always point it out. But we actually managed to get through. So we finished the Dunwich campaign and are ready to move on to something else. So I'll see you for whatever is coming next. Have a nice day.